Hi everybody. In today's class we are going to discuss about respiration. Okay, about respiration. We have completed nutrition. So far we have completed nutrition and today we are going respiration. So first of all we need to understand what is respiration. Okay, respiration is the breakdown of respiratory substrate to release energy, right? Respiration is the process of breakdown of respiratory substrates that is what respiratory substrate means. It is glucose. Respiratory substrate to release energy. Okay, to release energy. So this is the definition of respiration. And we know that respiration are of two types. It is of there are two types of respiration. Okay, first one is aerobic respiration, and the other one is anaerobic respiration. Okay, anaerobic respiration. We know that aerobic respiration means this respiration takes place in presence of oxygen. Okay, takes place in presence of oxygen. Hence its name is aerobic respiration. In presence of oxygen, and this respiration takes place in absence of oxygen. Hence its name is anaerobic respiration. So it would be better if we draw the structure. And if we learn, it would be better. Okay, so let me explain you by the structure. Okay, that structure with the. So there are two types of respiration, right? Okay, glucose. If glucose is broken down by the presence of oxygen, it is known as aerobic respiration. And if glucose is broken down in absence of oxygen, it is known as anaerobic respiration. So breakdown pathway of glucose. We will see breakdown pathway of glucose. Okay, different breakdown pathways of glucose. Okay, different breakdown pathways of glucose. Now we are going to discuss. So glucose, we know that glucose is 6 carbon molecule compound, right? 6 carbon molecule. So glucose is broken down into pyruvic acid or pyruvate. Okay, this process is known as what? Glycolysis. Glyco means glucose, lysis means broken down. Glyco means glucose, lysis broken down. So this takes place in cytoplasm. Okay, this takes place in cytoplasm. So this glycolysis is common process of both aerobic as well as anaerobic respiration. So glucose is going to break down into pyruvate. Okay, this is 3 carbon molecule. Pyruvate is 3 carbon molecule, and pyruvate and energy is released. Okay, pyruvate and energy is released. Now further process depends on which organism it takes place and which all cells it takes place. Okay, so further. Okay, now we are going to see about anaerobic respiration. So, okay, glucose is converted into pyruvate. This process is known as glycolysis, and this process is common for aerobic as well as anaerobic respiration. Now, this 3 carbon molecule pyruvate is going to break down and produce what? Ethanol. Okay, ethanol plus carbon dioxide and release energy. This is anaerobic respiration. Okay, this is anaerobic respiration, and this takes place mostly in yeast, mostly in the organisms known as yeast. So this is taking place without the help of oxygen. So it is known as absence of oxygen. Okay, in absence of oxygen, the 3 carbon molecule pyruvate is going to break down into ethanol, carbon dioxide, and it is going to release energy. Okay, it takes place in yeast. Okay, and the next one, that is in presence of oxygen. This is absence of oxygen. In presence of oxygen, we are going to see about the presence of oxygen, what happens. So in presence of oxygen, okay, this 3 carbon molecule compound is going to break down into carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. Okay, the 3 carbon molecule in the presence of oxygen, okay, is going to break down into carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide is having what? 3 carbon molecule. Here also 3 carbon molecule. Okay, 3 carbon molecule, as well as the water is produced and energy is released in presence of oxygen, and this takes place in mitochondria. It takes place in mitochondria. Okay, mitochondria. We know that mitochondria is one of the cell organelle, and cytoplasm is the fluid part of the cell. Okay, where mitochondria like organelles are suspended. Okay, next is this 3 carbon molecule pyruvate. Okay, also takes another pathway to break down this pyruvate, that is lack of oxygen. Okay, in lack of oxygen, what happens? Okay, so this pyruvate, which is having 3 carbon molecule compound, is going to break down in lack of oxygen to release what? Energy. Okay, it produces what? Lactic acid plus energy. Okay, so these two process, glucose conversion into pyruvate, is common in anaerobic respiration as well as aerobic respiration. Okay, so this process of conversion from glucose to pyruvate is known as glycolysis. Glyco means glucose, lysis means breaking down of glucose. So this glucose is having 6 carbon molecule, and this pyruvate is having what? 3 carbon molecule. Okay, now in absence of oxygen, what happens? Okay, in organisms like yeast, I have told you, right, after this pyruvate formation, it depends on which organism or which cells it take place. So here is the organism yeast. In yeast, what happens? Ethanol is produced, okay, as well as carbon dioxide and energy is released. Here, in lack of oxygen, lactic acid and energy is produced. This takes place in our muscle cells. And in presence of oxygen, okay, that takes place in mitochondria. It produces what? Carbon dioxide, and water is the byproduct, and energy is released. And this lactic acid and carbon dioxide. Okay, there are three carbon molecule. Lactic acid and carbon dioxide, there are three carbon molecule, whereas ethanol is only two carbon molecule. Okay, two carbon molecule is ethanol. Lactic acid and carbon dioxide, they are three carbon molecule each. Okay, so this is what happens in the breakdown pathway of glucose. So here what we need to understand is, okay, first we need to take absence of oxygen and in presence of oxygen. Then the third one, it is lack of oxygen. Then we can keep it in mind easily. Okay, Okay, so this lactic acid which is accumulated in the muscles, they can cause what? Muscle fatigue. Okay, muscle fatigue means what? Muscle cramp. Okay, so this lactic acid is further it goes to the liver and is broken down to release what? Energy. Okay, when we have muscle cramp, if we take hot water bath, or else if we massage the part where we are having the lactic acid accumulation, then we get what? Relief. Why we get muscle cramp? It is because of the accumulation of lactic acid. Okay, so we are discussing about the respiration at cellular level, right? Okay, or else we can also call it as cellular respiration. Okay, cellular respiration. Okay, varied organisms, they use different strategies for this respiration. Okay, varied organisms, they use different strategies for this respiration. For example, if it is unicellular organism, they are having close contact with the environment, and for them that simple diffusion is enough for the respiration. But whereas for multicellular organisms like us, we need special organs for the respiration to take place. Okay, so first oxygen that is present in the surrounding environment is going to go through our nostrils, right? Okay, from nostrils it passes through our throat. In throat, what is the? In throat, what we find? We find trachea. Okay, so this trachea, they are made up of, okay, around 20 rings of cartilage. 20 rings of cartilage bones. Okay, so first oxygen from the environment. Okay, oxygen from the environment, okay, is taken up through the nostrils and it is passing through the trachea, which is present in the throat, and trachea is having what? Around 20 rings of cartilage. Okay, now this trachea is further divided into two bronchi. Okay, two bronchi, left bronchi and right bronchi. This bronchi, they are going to enter into our lungs. Okay, left bronchi, in right lung, right bronchi. So let me divide it into left bronchi and right bronchi. Okay, why I am saying it is bronchi? Okay, because they are plural form. Okay, if we see if it is singular form, we can call it as bronchioles. Okay, bronchus, sorry, it is bronchus. Okay, so commonly bronchi, there are two bronchi. Now this bronchi is further divided into bronchioles, many branches, bronchioles, and the terminal end is known as alveoli, right? Terminal end is known as alveoli. Okay, alveoli. This is balloon-like structure. Okay, balloon-like structure. Alveoli is balloon-like structure. This alveoli, on their walls, they have many blood capillaries. They have many blood capillaries. So, for example, this is alveoli, okay, balloon-like structure, and they have many blood capillaries. Many blood capillaries. So this is blood capillaries. Okay, blood capillaries. This is alveoli and this is blood capillaries. Okay, on the walls of alveoli there are many blood capillaries. So these blood capillaries, okay, they are filled with what? Blood. They are filled with blood. So when oxygen gets into the alveoli, they diffuse into the blood capillaries. They diffuse into the blood capillaries, and they reach to each and every cell of our body. The blood supplies oxygen to each and every cell of our body, and it also picks the carbon dioxide from every part of our cells, and the carbon dioxide, okay, carbon dioxide that is brought by the blood capillaries, they are going to diffuse into the alveoli. They are going to diffuse into the alveoli. Now, carbon dioxide comes in and oxygen goes to the blood capillaries and it is supplied to all the cells. So this exchange of gases takes place in the alveoli. Exchange of gases takes place in the alveoli, and this oxygen is finally reached into the cells, every cells. For what? For doing what? Cellular respiration. Cellular respiration. Okay. Now, cellular respiration. Okay, here what we need to understand is oxygen, they get diffused into RBC. Okay, they get diffused into red blood corpuscles. RBC. Oxygen, they get diffused into the red blood corpuscles. And carbon dioxide, they can dissolve in the water. They can dissolve in the water present in the blood. Okay, they can dissolve in the water present in the blood. So these two difference, please keep in mind. Carbon dioxide, they are soluble in water, so they mix into the fluid part of blood. Okay, and oxygen only can be carried by red blood cells, red blood corpuscles. We say it as red blood corpuscles. Okay, so these red blood corpuscles are also known as respiratory pigments. Respiratory pigments. Okay, which are respiratory pigments means your answer should be red blood corpuscles. Okay, red blood corpuscles. So we as multicellular organisms, we need this special type of organs, okay, which are involved in respiration. Whereas single cell organisms, they do not need all these special organs for respiration, and for them it is the simple diffusion that helps in respiration. Okay, what is the simple diffusion? Simple diffusion. Okay, diffusion means what? The transfer of substances from higher concentration to its lower concentration, right? So in single cellular organisms, simple diffusion is enough for this respiration process to take place, but whereas as multicellular organism, we need special organs, okay, like lungs, nostrils, okay, and so on, okay, and so on. Okay, as we are multicellular organisms, if this diffusion, simple diffusion would take place in us, then it would take 3 years for that molecular oxygen to reach from lungs to the toes, from lungs to the bottom part of our body known as toes. How many hours it will, how many years it will take? 3 years. Okay, 3 years to reach from lungs to the toes. Okay, so we have a special respiratory system, okay, which undergoes respiration, okay. We will be continuing this introductory part in next video. Thank you children, have a nice day.